Shalom, peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to Generational Impact for Yeshua. I'm Brother Chuka. Today we're going to be continuing on Deuteronomy chapter 30, the restoration. As we've been scattered, Israel has been scattered all throughout the world, the four corners of the earth. The Most High is gathering us in these times. The last video I read from Deuteronomy 30 from verse 1 to 8. I'm going to be continuing from verse 9. Okay? I'm reading from the Scriptures version. And Yahweh your Elohim shall make you have excess in all the work of your hand, in the fruit of your body, and in the fruit of your livestock, and in the fruit of your ground for good. For Yahweh turns back to rejoice over you for good, as he rejoiced over your fathers. If you obey the voice of Yahweh Elohim to guard his commands and his laws, which are written in this book of the Torah, if you turn back to Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and with all your being, your soul. For this command which I am commanding you today, it is not too hard for you, nor is it far off. Is it not in the it is not in the heavens to say, who shall ascend into the heavens for us and bring it to us and cause us to hear it, so that we do it? Nor is it beyond the sea to say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it to us and cause us to hear it, so that we do it? For the word is very near you, in your mouth and in your heart, to do it. See, I have set before you today life and good, and death and evil, in that I am commanding you today to love Yahweh your Elohim, to walk in his ways, and to guard his commands, and his laws, and his right rulings. And you shall live and increase, and Yahweh your Elohim shall bless you in the land which you go to possess. But if your heart turns away, and you do not obey, and shall be drawn away, and shall bow down to other mighty ones, other gods, and serve them, I have declared to you today that you shall certainly perish. You shall not prolong your days in the land which you are passing over the Jordan to enter and possess. I have called the heavens and the earth as witnesses today against you. I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. Therefore you shall choose life, so that you live, both you and your seed, to love Yahweh Elohim, to obey his voice, and to cling to him, for he is your life and the length of your days, to dwell in the land which Yahweh swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, Ishak, and to Jacob, to give them. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So you can see here, the Most High is actually, through Moses, who wrote this, he gave Moses this instruction to write to Israel. He's actually recommending, choose life. And we choose life by being obedient to his commandments, statutes, and judgments, which are written in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. He gave Moses the instructions to write them in Mount Sinai, and to give to his people Israel at that time, and also to the next generations who are going to be reading this, like us this day, as well as the generations to come. So, because his laws are ongoing, they're never change. You know, the only things that we don't do anymore is the sacrifice. The Levite priests who had to sacrifice the bulls and the sheeps for the sins of the people once a year. We don't do that anymore because, you know, if you read in Daniel chapter 9, verse 27, the Messiah who died in the middle of the week, he has caused all sacrifices to cease. All right, so we don't do the sacrifices anymore. However, we do still obey his commands. Like he never changed the Sabbath, right? The Sabbath, which is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. He never changed his dietary laws. If you read in Leviticus 11, it talks about that. So yeah, go back to the Sabbath. That's in Exodus 20, from verse 8 to 11. Okay, and then the dietary laws. The original diet was fruits and vegetables until Adam ate of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and that's including lions and tigers. Not only we as humans were vegans, but lions and tigers were vegans until Adam ate of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So after the flood, during Noah's time, he commands us to eat meat. Noah knew which in contents which animals were clean and unclean, but he gave more details through Moses in Leviticus 11. Right, so animals that have split hooves, they're clean. Cows, deers, antelope, chicken, fish with scales, scales and fins, stay away from the shrimp, crab, and lobsters, and the pig. And he goes into details all the laws in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. So those are very important, so that we follow these laws, so that we will continue to remain in blessings and restore the blessings that he mentioned in Deuteronomy 28. All right. Thank y'all for listening. Bless y'all. Shalom.